What is going on, everyone? We are back with another Prize Picks video, and I am about to drop some sauce on y'all today. So, we are actually just ending off a hot streak with two back-to-back bad days in the books. Unfortunately, it happens even for the best of the best, including all pros and myself. So for those of you new here, I'm banned from multiple sports books for winning too much, including my analyst being banned from platforms like PrizePicks. I have proof on my channel. Feel free to scroll around and take a look, and that is why you should be listening to me over everyone else. I'm not going to give you some dumb trends. Anyway, today I have a banger of a video for you guys. It's going to be a little bit more technical than normal, but for those of you that are really into sports betting and you want to actually understand how these platforms have banned me, some of the methods I've used, I'm going into all of that today in terms of when we give out these picks. So for today, we are actually giving out some picks on the app Sleeper. You can use them on PrizePicks if you want. I don't recommend you do. I recommend you just jump on Sleeper because it's just so much easier. But the first pick is this free winner on Paul George to score 1 point. If you use the code PISTONS, they give you a $500 welcome bonus. Plus, they give you a free winner on Paul George, obviously. That is the first pick in the slip. Easy, no-brainer. Second pick in the slip, Josh Hart, less than 14.5 points. Now, you guys have, for those of you that watch me a lot, you know I probably will never tell you about how hot or how cold he is and why that matters, because it doesn't matter at all. So let's jump into some of the numbers for you now. So on Sleeper, they do these little like payout things at the bottom. So you can see it says like 1.82x, and 1.82x is equal to minus 122. This is just basically American betting odds. So what we can do then is we take the minus 122 that we got from our calculator, we pull it and we plug it in, and we basically compare it to some of the best sports books in the world. So basically that's how you beat the apps on like PrizePicks, Sleeper. You just take them and you compare them to the sports books, because the sports books have been doing it for longer. They're more accurate because they have favorites and underdogs. Sleeper does have favorites and underdogs, but like PrizePicks doesn't. And anyway, what's so important about this video is I want to show you something that not a lot of people know. So in sports betting, again, this is different from DFS like PrizePicks, but if you try to bet on a team, and let's say there's a game going on, both teams are evenly matched, it'll be minus 110 over here, minus 110 over here. On PrizePicks, it'll be minus 119 over here, minus 119 over here. That just means bet 110 or $119 in order to make 100 back in profit. So PrizePicks is less confident in their odds compared to like FanDuel. Then there's another step up from FanDuel, and it's a book called Pinnacle. Pinnacle has a very small market width, meaning they have like minus 105, minus 105 instead of minus 110, minus 110. So that means they're more confident in their markets. So like in basic terms, Pinnacle Sportsbook is the most confident in their markets out of every single sportsbook. So it's the hardest to win on Pinnacle. Even for pros like myself, it is extremely difficult for guys like me to win on Pinnacle Sportsbook. So then what we can do is we can take Pinnacle Sportsbook and compare them to the other books. So for example, Josh Hart on Pinnacle Sportsbook is getting minus 151 odds to go under on the points, and Sleeper is giving us minus 122. That is a hell of a steal, and we are locking that in every single day of the week. Now, for those of you that might not follow that one completely, don't worry. You don't even need to understand anything I say except the picks. And if you want to join our group and get these picks texted to you every day, where my analyst does all of this, doesn't go into these long rambles like I do, and he just sends you the slip. And if you just want to copy it and know that you'll be profitable in the long run, then go ahead and do that down below. A lot of you guys have been joining. I've been super excited to see this group keep growing. We give PrizePicks slips, Sleeper, Underdog, Chalkboard. So please feel free to check that out down below. And best part about this, you can get a completely free month of this. Guys, we charge $100 a month for this. You can get it pretty much free. All you got to do, make a new account with any of the apps I have linked down below. I recommend Sleeper if you haven't yet. Even if you love PrizePicks, guys, they give you a $500 welcome bonus. So you deposit even like $100. They'll give you another 100 free, so you have 200 to bet with. You can play around with that, cash out your profit and then go back to PrizePicks if you really want to. But just send us a screenshot. When you use our code PISTONS, they give you that double deposit match. They give you the free winner on Paul George, and then you get a free month in our group just for using our code and depositing. Third pick, N'Keal Alexander Walker, over 14.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. So again, I'll be back to like PrizePicks slips tomorrow. They just didn't have the odds out for today, and this was too easy to pass up. By the way, yesterday, PrizePicks took off two of our slips, or two of our picks, literally off their entire markets. Super annoying. I mean, we actually lost them, but like still annoying. Anyway, we're taking his over, and it's the exact same thing. So what 1.78x is, as you can see it down here, that's basically decimal odds. So you can see minus 131, I believe, or 29. Yeah, you can see minus 129 is the equivalent of that. And basically that's like sports betting odds. And we can see that Pinnacle is giving us minus 139. So there's a market inefficiency. Sleeper's giving us minus 129. Pinnacle is giving us minus 139, which is a clear discrepancy. Is it a huge discrepancy? No. But when you have a very, very smart sports book like Pinnacle, and Pinnacle is much smarter than DraftKings, FanDuel, there's a whole nother level to this. There's PrizePicks and all those apps. Then there's like FanDuel, DraftKings, the US sports books, and then there's like Pinnacle, another one called Bookmaker, another one called Circa. And basically just know, when you compare apps like Sleeper and PrizePicks to the super sharp sportsbook of the world, excuse me, I can't talk, it's easy to win as long as you just stay consistent in the long run. Like, I'm not going to ever come on here and tell you we have 3 locks, because like I lose all the time, but I also win all the time. And in the long run, I'm ridiculously profitable, more profitable than pretty much anyone on YouTube. And I can guarantee you that. Yes, I'm not claiming to be the absolute best, but like in the top 1% very confidently. And I want you guys to know, like, there will always be hot streaks. There will always be cold streaks, even with me as a pro bettor. And if you want, as I mentioned, to decrease your variance, and what variance means, sorry, I'm just such a loser. I just keep talking like math terms. Basically, it just means like variance is a short sample size. So like if you have like 20, 30 picks, it's a lot more likely that you have heavy swings or like you're negative, versus 1,000 picks where you're betting on mathematically profitable picks. You're a lot more likely to be profitable at a higher volume. So that's another common mistake a lot of sports bettors have, especially when they're early on. They just won 3 picks and then they're like, yeah, I'll be fine with that. But in reality, you really don't want to do that. You want a higher volume because it shows your edge more in the market. And to give you a very basic example of what I mean by that, imagine you had a coin and you had a 52% chance of landing on heads. And your friend bets you that it lands on tails, and then you're like, okay, so I get to bet on heads. 52% chance, you bet $100, it lands on heads. You flip it 20 times and you lose like 11 or 12. You're down money. Like, yeah, that sucks, but you're still going to keep flipping that coin, because you know the more that you flip that coin, that 52% chance it lands on heads, the more and more you flip it, the more likely you're going to make money, as long as you run it hundreds and hundreds of times. It's the same thing in sports betting, guys. So if you want to join our group and get all these picks where we're giving you a ton every single day, granted, some days are bigger than others, some days are small, some days we have a lot, but I highly recommend you guys jump in. If you're already on these apps, like, it's a no-brainer, and it's completely free. Like I said, if you're not on any of the apps, or like, for example, if you're just on Sleeper, Underdog, and PrizePicks, then use our code on Chalkboard, deposit $10, and send us a screenshot. You get the month. It's a no-brainer. Either way, though, that's about that. And then if you guys want to learn how we actually profited on sports books like FanDuel, DraftKings, and actually even Pinnacle, I didn't profit on Pinnacle, but I have a guy on my team who is third-party verified to be profitable on that, then head to elitepickz.com. Elitepickz.com, to be very clear. If you bet on FanDuel and DraftKings, head to elitepickz.com. If you bet on PrizePicks, Sleeper, Underdog, check out down below. I have all the details in the description for you. And let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Let's bounce back, boys, and I hope you have a good day.